Bukra Subrai Pai Nanai Ka Pai Di Joto Bajulai Nai
Sioni di Jerusalem ni sajegro Raja mong ni bising tike katum di Tam ni hen baboni ni bukra kaito Ai widong konde asal babon pai cing sanai Dea tai hapung rako tui magpai riana Tam ni hen patabuk sopai anai singja Dia ite bo Jerusalem nono Di Saviana
Bukra Subrai Pai Nanai Ka Pai Di Joto Bajulai Nai
Bodar busong ni bukra Pia borak engkai atsai nai Te bukra pangeng pai nai Neng bono nengai nini kau tong tong gana
Bukra Subrai Pai Nanai Ka Pai Di Joto Bajulai
Nai di Israel ni ketar sanuk jakayana Bukra sini pante metang nai Te bukra rong ni elem kan bini tani ungai Nai di bini jangan Israel koto Enggai bebak jaga rono furjak nai
Bukra Subrai Pai Nanai Ka Pai Di Joto Bajulai Nai
Nai di Subrai kubui nonok jakayana Te bini korong supung jagana Srap sabulan rono bono singtong di Tam ni hen babo datino Pai wei tonggo
Bukra Subrai Pai Nanai Ka Pai Di Joto Bajulai Nai
Jabravo pante gelai mai kim hawana Bini salo te waisa Getaro kamari te kacang mamana Orang remai tangang ni bukra roh Tidak paro Noglum layana
Bukra Subrai Pai Nanai Ka Pai Di Joto Bajulai Nai
Sini bagai cerai asai ka Bini mong pandai keplai
Bukra
Bodam ni keplai asunai Dei bororok nanai kolnai Tam ni hen babo se Bukra pangeng nai
Bukra Subrai Pai Nanai Ka Pai Di Joto Bajulai Nai Bethlehem kai toni tongkon Nini beseng tui Israel Bukra atsai nai Dei bini pai mama bum ni pung hai lai lo parok aboni bagai kutung geri chap lai ake kacang mai supung jagana
Bukra Subrai pai nanai ka pai di joto baju lai nai.
Phải đi suy đi là này nữa. Ô Subrai, nini pano sừng no punung người chuba jadi, nini ham jak ma sini kaini joto sumjok macang tung mutang mani jora awo tu boy tak tino phải jadi, sini suri ma Subrai Jesus Kristus ni menggai.
Amen.
Kipisa porima Jeremiah ni bicap. Ang getang dongrek nai ani merarok no riklai rohorma bebak hani tumnai de borok ni bodolo kipilei tubuwana. Arono borok batayang nai te erana. Ang borok ni bagai koroksa mera merek nai baca riwana borok te kibo kiri gelak bekabo bai gelak bekabo bai jak gelak de mera masa pano kemai bo tanggelak hene subrayung sawo naidi omo hai salrok pai tongo apuru ang daud ni bosongo soi koroksano tisanai bo ha bugra ngai simung baike hano nai korana hawo soike bustumoi deka hamke samung dangana bini jorawo Juda rok metang zakana te Israel rok kirima grei ke dongana de bini bumung hai hne ringjaknai subrayung chini soi kubui aboni bage naidi omo hai salrok pai tongo hne subrayung sawo apuru borok rok de Israel dopano Egypt ni kariboi tubunai ketang kaitoni kokno de saglak tamoke ketang subrayung salsibai hani Israel nukungni bosong rokno tiklai tubui painai de naikolnai de bebak hawo riklai rohorma harokni tubui paika pia borok sakni hawo tonglai nai abong kasurbani koketal
Kaitorno hambai Katung di ucuk no hati sing sar katung di O hatai bo penretap membai lok di Hatai rak no kaca mung tubunai Deha pung rok kereng saklai nai Sini bukra kai tur jing no
Bororokni bagai chingsasa pohor chagai tongo taktino jisu singbai tongnai David ni surang nung kajarokno piagai renai
Katung mabai saklai di bubrani cinsa salop jaktung metang nai pai tongo.
We have a reading from the letter of Saint Paul to the Galatians, chapter 4 from verse 4 onwards. But when the fullness of time had come, God sent his Son, born of a woman, born under the law, to ransom those under the law, so that we might receive adoption as proof that you are children. God sent the Spirit of his Son into our hearts, crying out, Abba, Father. So you are no longer a slave, but a child. And if a child, then also an heir through God. At a time when you did not know God, you became slaves to things that by nature are not God's. But now that you have come to know God, or rather to be known by God, how can you turn back again to the weak and destitute elemental powers? Do you want to be slaves to them all over again? For freedom Christ set us free. So stand firm and do not submit again to the yoke of slavery. The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
Nobina prayer. So 9 days we prepare ourselves for the coming of the Lord. Every day we prepare ourselves for the 24th night. And so this coming to the church is a preparation. Every year we do have that one for Christmas. There can be a tendency this year, will Christmas be celebrated well because of the pandemic situation that is going on? Today I talked to my mother and others at home. They said they won't be able to go for Christmas. Very few are allowed to go. They do not have novena, Christmas novena, like us we are able to come to church. They're very strict, allowing people to the church. I asked my nephew's child, little fellow, I asked him, how is the Christmas going on? He said, there won't be any Christmas. There may not be any Christmas, but I told my father to prepare the crib, the little crib. So work is going on. There's a lot of confusion, doubt in the minds of people. I'm sure, I think about 4 days ago, there was a letter. It was on the Facebook. A young boy wrote, British boy, wrote to the Prime Minister. His name is Boris Johnson, Prime Minister of England is Boris Johnson. Dear sir, I know you are a busy man. I would like to ask you a question. I have a serious doubt. Will Santa Claus come this year? Because of pandemic situation, COVID-19, will Santa Claus come this year? Should I prepare the sanitizer outside my house so that when Santa Claus comes, I can get the gift without getting myself the sickness? Should I put more water there for hand washing? He asked many such questions to the Prime Minister. Actually, he sent that letter to the Prime Minister. It's interesting. Prime Minister replied. Again, nice reply. I know, dear child, you and many others are worried about coming of Santa Claus. I talked to the Santa Claus, and he is ready to come. His gifts are already ready, packed and ready. And the sleigh, the machine, the vehicle in which he is coming, sleigh is already ready, polished and ready to come. And the reindeers, the animals, they're already jumping around, wanting to come to meet all the children, bringing plenty of gifts. And he wrote more, you're right. He continued writing, you're right. Keep the sanitizer outside so the Santa Claus can sanitize himself, sanitize the gift, and continue washing your hands before taking the gift into your hands. The leader of a nation was assuring the child that Christmas is on. Santa Claus will come. That kind of assurance we need so much today. We need so much assurance that Christmas is on. Jesus will come. And so this coming for the Nobina prayer is our assurance, telling ourselves, telling our families, telling our little children that Christmas is on. There is no problem with Christ being born this year also. And so coming to this prayer is so very important. Not only symbolic, it is realistic. We need to tell our children, our young people, Christmas is on. That's why all these lights are all on. This morning, Father was talking about lights, crib, decorations, stars, a lot of stars, all wonderful. All that is there. There should not be any doubt that the Lord will come to be born among us this year. What is important is that are we ready to receive Him? Are we prepared to receive Him? These preparations are beautiful. It's also nice to see lights. I'm sure children also will be expecting gifts. All that part of the show only. But are we internally, spiritually, in families? Are we ready to welcome the Lord into our hearts? Are we ready to welcome the Lord into our families? Are we preparing our children who the Lord is? Why is He born? As reflecting over morning's homily, why is He born in a poor place, in a poverty-stricken area? Why is that? It is to open our eyes to see the needs around us. I'm sure this year also there will be many people suffering. I'm sure you will see many poor families, our own Christians, also the others, may not be having great Christmas. Some may not be having the good food that we will be getting. Some may not be having a cake to be cut. Surely many children will not get the gifts the parents bring in. We need to open our eyes, see the needs of others. Tell our children they have needs. Just as I give to my child a very precious gift with lots of money, my neighbor's child also needs. Open our eyes, children. Ask them to open their eyes to the needs of others. Then Christmas becomes a beautiful one. Then the celebration becomes a celebration, a joyous celebration. Surely we'll sing joy to the world and all that beautiful hymns we'll be singing. Joy should also go to the world, to our neighbors, to our companions who are not getting all that joy that we perhaps be getting. When we are able to do that one, we assure ourselves that Jesus is going to be born in my family, in our heart, in my life, when we share the needs of the good things that we have with the needs of others. And so let's assure ourselves, no doubt, Jesus will be born. I would like to say that once again. Jesus will be born this world in the churches, in the communities, in the families, in the lives of people, in the hearts of many people. Will He be born in our hearts, in our lives, especially in our families? For that we need preparation, internal preparation, spiritual preparation. This novena is one way of preparing ourselves. Let's continue with this celebration, preparation, in order to welcome the Lord into our hearts.
Yo atong nilagay nin piyok na sumsokrok no ti kakamay bay di na karma salay na no
có Maria tươi sinh tông nani Sik lệ cơ ta meri ni chúc ani hamari gelayo cơ tar ot sinh ni rondo ko kai tor sere ke chân bài no Suari sapai mate nung bini noktar engkau sikli Ani ham cak masih menaya katung masih kasani Apa saja sesuai itu pola kaitan ketang kaisar Hai kaya jengsa saenggo tabung bote mol brum brum no December 20th. O Daud ni te Israel lokani surani nung je kulupmano kebopano manya te kulupmano kebopano kulukoi manya Haye jengno kete sakolom ni te menak along ni pyo pai jadi Ani kapong ni Subrai no lobo Pola le ani tong tok cha kubo Kai tor ani Tang nai sa kot to Sang se leng kot toi no po kai ro Kita buk ni si mi be ba prok Ano am sa jak bol prom un ane Ke plai kai to Ani ba ke plai ka Sa mung kotor bini mung getano Bài cô rung ấy trong nai rốc nô lê Bộ mai á cháu nai cô lê trong ngô Yát thức bàn cơ Nang rốc nô chẳng riyo Cùng chúc nai ni chắc bà nô suk rupo Plai rok ni singhasono Bo ke pleru bo ke chen koi toi no Bo le ti sa u te bo ku chung go O kui chak no kai rok kui su Keri rok no le bo kai ro su ko Nang rok no yang buk cho ke ro Chu chu song no bo le ko gri mani Na ruk ko bo Israel no chu Abraham boy bini bosong rok no Maya cha vui mong tong nói ác no Bo có gri ma rok no bo le bo kia Mo rum rum kai tor ni mung lop chak O Daudni
te Israel noktarni surani nung je kulumana kepopano pioke mandia de nung kolopmana kepopano kuluke mandia Pai chungno gutui saklomni de menak alongni piok paijadi
Subrai Jisu nono nai sungai tong nai rok ni bagai katung ma te tok ma tu bui pai pijadi pai di pal ke suri sai lai ne
Pai di o Subrai Jisu taler jadi
Mothani joto borok rok ni bagai Bethlehemo saklai jak mothang jak plaina kokno bkha kojomai sengsarni borok rok ni thani piri manna bagai phaidi suri sanlayana
pai di o Subrai Jisu taler jadi
Bial birman klaijak tei kulum kesa genang borok ni bagai borok ni thani bo khatungui ke Subrai ni asaimani khatung mano saklai jagui khao khaksangma manatui phaidi suri sanlayano
pai di o Subrai Jisu taler jadi
Jeung joto oro tongnai rok ni bagai kupun borok rok ni caya cukia de duko kostowo cubawi borok nabo metang jak plema lamano penukui manati paidi surisan layana
pai di o Subrai Jisu taler jadi o cukno hani sini apa
Nini mong beta suri jakten Nini ha paiten Nini mukcung te cukno hang mahai o hao gong ton Salbrum nang mani catai tini ceng nari jadi Hamya klainai buino ceng nakate Nung bo ceng hamya klai mono nakal jadi Ceng na amjok mongoda tubudi Pia hamya yapni katiri di
o apa neng bisi bromno cingno Jisu achai mani jorano nai sing mengni beseng tui ke sini kawo katung matubuo bo salsa buchtumna paipero bekawo kerma kerke bini beskanggo basawi manat bagai singno hamari rejati surimasini Subrai Jisu Kristani menggai
Amen
kairok ma genang kaitor singno joto hamiani kateri hamari rei tongtung
Amen Bufuru failai bufru nang failai ani tong tayo Subrai Mokor ni bektui rane tang baika Nai sing jak bekale rebai jak suka